Pokichloe did a stream where she was opening guaranteed holo base set packs, and I bought one. And in this video, I'll tell you why, take you through how it went, and finally unbox the cards myself to see what I pulled. Yes! I've always loved Pokemon. I played Pokemon Yellow before I could even read, and my mum had to teach me what any of the words meant. I watched the anime and pretended that I was Ash, and of course, I collected the Pokemon cards. And there isn't a set that I remember more vividly than the first ever set of Pokemon cards base set. I even remember trading my Blastoise and Venusaur for a base set Charizard, despite already having two base set Charizards. I guess 6-year-old me knew it was a gold mine. The Pokemon investor in me was booming. I was sitting on Charizard stock that was gonna go to the moon. In reality, I'm just the same as I am now. I collect cards because I think they look cool. But unfortunately, the concept of sleeving cards didn't really exist, at least for me as a kid back then, which now I think about it was about 23 years ago. So all my Charizards were 100% beat up, probably went through the washing machine a couple times, and then eventually my grandparents just gave them away, so it didn't really matter. I didn't keep them around long enough to still have access to these cards to this day. So why am I telling you any of this? Well, I'm nearly 30 now, and the ever-impending doom of aging is starting to catch up to me, and it's making me nostalgic for everything from my childhood. Don't get me wrong, I've always been a fan of Pokemon, but I think the specific aspects of what I've been into has fluctuated throughout the years. And right now, it's Pokemon cards. Is it because I'm clinging on to my youth? Well, I choose to say that it's because I like the pretty pictures, but you could be the judge. Either way, getting a hold of some base set Pokemon cards has been like the driving force that brought me back into Pokemon card collecting hobby after all these years. I mean, sure, I love modern cards, especially Trainer Gallery and Alt Arts from Sword and Shield, and art rares and special art rares from Scarlet and Violet. But because of these amazing arts that span the breadth of the whole entire card, we don't really appreciate the regular holos anymore. Sure, Pokemon art is the main reason that I collect cards, but the main reason I open packs is to get the really sick feeling of getting a cool hit. So when opening Scarlet and Violet packs and having a holo in every single pack, it kind of nullifies the buzz that you get from getting that kind of holo. Meanwhile, back in the day, the only hit that you can get is a regular holo, which obviously makes them that extra bit cooler. And so in a time when everyone seems to only care about modern cards, and investors are crying about their Bubble Mew stock being down 25%, all I want to do is reclaim my childhood collection that I lost so many years ago. Not literally the same collection, but just like pretend it is. So when I heard Pokichloe was doing a base set rip and ship stream, I had to take part.
Alright, I don't even think you can see me very well. I just got into bed, and then I saw her on Pokichloe's story that she's selling base set holo guaranteed packs. I spent £700 for someone else to open a pack of cards. I'm nearly 30 years old, and I'm lying in bed. Like, what holo am I gonna get? Will it be Blastoise? Will it be Venusaur? Will it be Mewtwo? Will it be Alakazam? Will it be fucking Charizard? Such fucking nonce.
So if you see my rip and ship video, then you'll know that I miss when everyone was doing box breaks. Big creators opening a vintage box on stream where people could buy packs and get a shout out. In that video, I even made a checklist of 5 reasons why I thought they were so popular. Well, this opening that Pokichloe was doing was very similar to a box break, and it might even be better than one in some ways. So let's go through these 5 points just to show how great of a stream this was. Price. A heavy pack of base set online goes for anywhere between £750 to £800 as far as I can see. And as you usually pay a bit of a premium on rip and ships, I'd expect Chloe to charge a little bit more than that. But actually, each pack was £700, which even though, yes, that is a lot of money, to get a guaranteed holo, which is even more of a guarantee than a heavy pack is, that's a crazy good price. And we will get into the guaranteed holo part a bit later. Promo. When buying packs from Chloe's website, there's always an option to leave a little message that she reads out, which just allows you to leave your mark on like a really cool stream. Legitimacy. Now, as I mentioned before, these packs were guaranteed holo, which meant that obviously she's got a bunch of heavy packs, but sometimes heavy packs aren't always containing holos. You see, the term heavy and light aren't based on individual weights for packs, they're based on the weight comparison to the rest of the box that they came from, which means you could get a heavy box where common packs weigh a little bit more. Essentially, a pack pack could fall through the gap, the threshold of where it seems like it's a heavy pack, but actually it just came from a box that was incredibly heavy. Something happened with the print run to make the common packs, the regular packs that don't have hollows in, weigh as much as a pack that might have hollows in. So in the rare chance that that might happen, this stream guaranteed a hollow, meaning if you open a pack and for some reason there wasn't a hollow in it, you'd get another pack. Now in Pokemon, hell, life in general, if you hear something that sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And I'll be honest, this at this point feels like it's too good to be true. Before I purchased this pack, I was genuinely worried that I'd like misread something or got something wrong. The price seemed really good. A guaranteed holo seemed crazy. But I've seen a lot of Chloe's ripping ships, a lot of her videos. She is definitely a legitimate, trustworthy person. She has over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And if you're going to be really cynical about it and say like you can't trust her, you don't know who she is, you can at least say that she's got too much to lose to run a scam like this, right? There's a level of legitimacy because she is a public-facing person that has a bunch of videos online. Gambling. Now, this might be seen as a plus for some people, but obviously there's no aspect of gambling for this stream because you are guaranteed a holo. There's no chance that you open a base set pack and don't get a holo in this stream. However, there is a gamble in which holo you get from the base set. There are 16 holos in the total of base set, and I'm pretty sure that one of them is always a guaranteed first edition Machamp that's not in the actual packs. It was only in like a deck or something. I could be wrong with that. Just did a quick Google, pretty sure that's true. So taking out Machamp, there's 15 holos that you could potentially get from these packs. And the good part for me at least is there's only 3 that I don't really like. And don't get me wrong, they're still really cool, but in the grand scheme of like opening something from a base set pack, if I got a Clefairy, a Chansey, or a Hitmonchan, I wouldn't be very happy. But that leaves 12 other Pokemon that I would be incredibly happy to receive out of a base set pack, and I'm probably gonna get one, right? If I get a Clefairy, a Chansey, or a Hitmonchan, I would be annoyed, but every other option is great. So it's like a good gamble. And then, of course, if I got a Charizard, holy shit. The fact that it could be a Charizard is a good enough gamble for me. And number 5, entertainment. This will obviously just depend on how the stream goes, but after seeing Chloe's previous openings and knowing how hype a base set opening would be, I can't imagine it not being entertaining. Back when making my rip and ship video, I wished that I could be part of something like Logan Paul's box break. Not because I think he's cool, I hate Logan Paul, think he's a piece of shit, but watching so many Pokemon creators be part of this huge monumental event back in the day had me so jealous. So to be able to do this, granted a lesser extent of the Logan Paul box break, but something that's even slightly similar is kind of like a dream of mine. I'm just like cosplaying being Randolph, which means Pokichloe's cosplaying being Logan Paul. Sorry, Chloe, you drew the short end of the stick there. And with that, I think I've given you all the context you need. Here's how the stream went. All right, it's Sunday, which means it is the day. Chloe's gonna go live like right now, so I gotta get the stream up. I'm nervous.
Happy Sunday, everyone. We're opening up guaranteed holo base set booster packs today. 36 guaranteed holo base set booster packs. I actually have more than 36 packs here because for the horrendous circumstance that happens that for a pack doesn't have a holo, I'll open you another pack.
Okay, that's literally what I was hoping would happen. Good, okay. Because there's no way you can guarantee a holo, right? It's just if it's heavy or not. And it's only if it's heavy based on the booster pack, the box that it comes from. So she has more than 36, which means if the pack doesn't have one, I guess I'd get the non-holo and then another pack, which is, maybe I want that to happen. That's kind of cool.
I am excited. So I'm going to keep all of the packs here with me. Look,
You open the packs.
How many Charizards are we going to pull? How many Chanseys are we going to pull? I want to see some beautiful Chanseys.
The fact that it's how many Charizards, not are we going to pull a Charizard, is crazy. But I think there's only 16 holos in total, right, for base set? So there has to be duplicates, which is also crazy. So it is literally like how many. I have no idea how many packs are before mine or who's first or what number I am. So technically, even if someone before me pulls a Charizard, I am just as likely to also get a Charizard, you know?
That's right. We're going to start off with Lucky J, who
what?
is our first.
I was first? Oh no! Oh no!
Wow, I saw this and instantly had to take part. This kind of opening is something I've been waiting for a trustworthy streamer to do, and a holo guarantee is crazy. Happy to take part in something so cool. Huge props, Chloe, for doing this. Right, just hold that thought, Lucky J, for 2 seconds.
No.
Just grab some card savers.
You can't tease us like that, Chloe. What the hell? I cannot believe I was first. She hasn't sold out, so I guess because of how expensive they are, there aren't too many people that have purchased.
Right, Lucky J, we are going to go in with our very first
Venusaur pack.
Are we ready? I
What
feel a
does
bit
that mean?
nervous. I'm excited.
Probably means
yeah,
nothing.
we well know. As you can see, we're going to open up
Oh my god.
the tamper seal and open up the pack.
So Chloe, I've talked about her openings in the past and bought cards from her before, and she opens packs so quickly. I'm assuming for this stream she'll go slower. We'll see. To be clear, I'm buying cards from her. Whatever way she opens the packs is completely fine.
Starting off with Venusaur. Here we go. It's been a minute since I've opened up
Weedle
a
trainer
base set
card.
pack. 3 on that card trick.
Imagine she gets the card trick wrong.
Jason, thank you so much for coming in and thank you so much for the match.
Isn't my favourite Pokemon ever, but...
Okay, we are starting off with Auntie Jinx. Love me some Auntie Jinx. Right, energy retrieval.
Okay, we don't care about the trainers, but there's guaranteed going to be some trainers, that's fine.
Haunter. Normally with our
very
openings,
nice.
we go quickly. Today, we're savouring it. We're doing everything slowly.
Yes, savouring it, let's go.
We're enjoying all of it. Haunter. We got a gust of wind. That's what I feel like after working a week at the shop.
Okay. We've had so many psychic types. What the hell's happening?
What do we think our first holo is going to be? I need in the chat right now. Tell me what the...
In terms of like common cards, we haven't really looked out. There's been no Pokemon that I'm like, oh,
right,
I love
my
that
love
Pokemon.
Billy. Right, Nidoran.
Okay, sorry, Haunter and Ghastly. Actually, that's sick.
Honestly.
Dude, does that mean we get
Ghastly,
Gengar?
right, people saying Alakazam.
Is there even I don't think it's a Gengar Holo in base set. Okay, I think there's like 2 energies. Yeah.
Energy.
Does that mean the next one's
the
Holo?
Our very first Holo.
Imagine it's not a
from
Holo.
the break is... Oh, the Gyarados to start us off. Did anyone guess Gyarados? I don't know if I saw that in the chat.
Oh, that's
there
so
it is, our
sick.
first
Yeah,
holo.
it's got a Gyarados.
We're going to take a little look up close on these. Little bit of whitening in that top right.
Whitening and nick in the corner.
Nothing crazy. Did Jason guess? Jason. Well,
I don't care about Jason guessing, but that's so sick. Okay, sick. Damn, I really expected for me to just sat here and watch like loads of people open them. And I was literally the first one.
Jay, thank you very much for getting involved. If you're in the chat, hello. If not, hopefully you're watching this back and having a good time. Have we got Collector's Card House in the...
I am in the chat, but I'm filming, Chloe. So, damn, yeah, I really expected me to watch so many people have their packs open. That's crazy that mine was first, but... And there's others left. Hey, should I buy another one? No. All right, let's cut to... Apparently it'll come in like a couple days. So, cut to me opening the pack. All right, and here we are. This was delivered super quick. It's taken me a long time to get around to do this video. So this box has just been sat here. And I know, obviously, that it's a Gyarados. And I think there's like a Haunter in there and whatever. But I haven't seen it and it's been sat here. And I just need to open this up right now. So that's what I'm doing. So here it is. My shipping label's on the other side. So I will not be revealing that. I mean, it seems like it's probably well packaged because I've bought things previously from Collector's Card House, from Chloe and from Dean. And... it was packaged completely fine, so we'll see. Oh, that's very nice. So we've got a box, and inside the box was bubble mailers. And 2 individual bubble mailers? Is that because this is... oh, this is just an empty bubble mailer to keep the other one packaged, I guess? That's quite nice. A lot of money spent on packaging to keep this stuff secure, which you'd expect. That's good. Okay, nice, that works. All right, let's get it out. Ooh, okay, we get the Collector's Card House note. Very nice. Pokichloe and Pokidean. Okay, here we are. And there is... I thought for a second there wasn't a semi-rigid at the back there. And I was like, what the hell? There definitely is. And obviously you get the pack art as well, which I don't think I've ever, like, in recent history opened. The last time I would have opened it, it would have been 23 years ago, which is insane. Holy shit. This is a wild feeling that all of these cards are mine. Okay, let's take them out. Let's take them out slowly. Very slowly. Okay. Let's take a look. Wow. At the pack art. Dude, that is so sick. And it's been opened so clean. Chloe did a good job. Okay, I mean, kind of clean. It's clean enough, right? I don't really care. That can go in a binder. Give it a little fold at the top and the bottom, maybe. Very nice. All my tricos, my band of tricos can hold him together. And then we have a lot of the loose cards. I do understand that these cards are like individual commons, but I guess they could have been sleeved, right? Some of them. These are like OG base set. I know they're not first edition and they're not like monetarily worth that much, but like this is such a huge opening. Spending as much money as I did on it, like them being sleeved would have been a nice touch. And I think I am just going to do that. I think I'm just going to sleeve up every single one of these as I go. Even though I don't care about some of them as much as the others. For example, this Jinx, I do not care about. I'm not a big fan of Jinx in general, but it is cool to get a Jinx from base set. And it looks like it's in good condition. There's some whitening in the corners and whatever, but that's nice. Like I said, not the coolest. And speaking of not the coolest, the energies, I don't think I'm going to open these. Well, sorry, I don't think I'm going to sleeve these. And then the next card is a trainer card, which again, not too keen on the trainers, so I'll be sticking that there without a sleeve. However, Ghastly, hello. You can get a sleeve, Ghastly. Dude, this original like computer-generated art of a Ghastly is so cool. What does it say? Kiwa City? And then Wiggle? Muggle? Smuggle? I don't know. But it looks like it's been made in the same computer generation software as, this is going to age me so much, the first ever music video that was played on MTV. The fucking, I can't remember the name of it. I'll play some footage of it over the top. You can see what I mean, like, it looks just like this Ghastly does. This Nidoran's pretty cool. It's an iconic art, right? The Ken Sugimori, very nice. Stick him there. Drowsy, the same thing, but I significantly care less about Drowsy, so I'm not too bothered, but he is a Pokemon, and therefore I will sleeve him. It's only the trainers, like Gust of Wind, that I am not too keen on, although it is kind of funny. Weedle's eyes going fucking crazy in this. That is cool. And Haunter up next. Dude, I love this Haunter as well. Another kind of computer-generated-y one. The Ghastly Haunter Gengar line is one of my favorite lines in all of Pokemon, so I love this. Oh, this is a bigger sleeve. I didn't even realize. Shit, I think I've run out. Okay, I'll have to just deal with the fact that this is a cringe sleeve for now. I'll re-sleeve him later. And then another trainer. So as we were going through the pack opening, I think I said this on camera, but like I wasn't very happy with the commons that I was getting. Not like I'm not being spoiled or anything. The fact that there are like every single starter Pokemon could have been in there, or like a Growlithe, a Ponyta, like Ghastly and Haunter, love that. Everyone else, meh, not as great as it could have been. However, knowing that it is a guaranteed holo, and this is what we got, is very, very sick. Oh my goodness, and here it is. Dude, the art on this Gyarados goes absolutely crazy. It reminds me so much of the Silver Tempest alt art Lugia, like the same colors, the fact that it's out in the ocean and it's just doing some fucking crazy shit. I love this so much. I am going to take it out of this semi-rigid to have a closer look very carefully, because I want to hold this Gyarados. He's mine, dude. Now, Chloe was talking about, I think there was there's whitening on the top right corner. Maybe something in the bottom left, but he's still cool nonetheless. Okay, I'm gonna take him out. Holy shit. This is such a clean card. I am like barely touching him. Look at that holo. Trying to show it off for you guys without moving it too much. Yo, I'm getting a close up now. That's so sick. Okay, back in the sleeve, back in the sleeve, back in the sleeve. Back in the sleeve. God, that was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking. If I did anything wrong, it would be fucked up. Okay, now we stick him back in the semi-rigid. He's a little bit disjointed. He's a bit drunk in this sleeve, but that works. Okay, there we have it. We've finished unboxing our base set pack, and it really does feel like reliving my childhood. It is crazy. I know there are going to be some people that leave comments like, oh my god, I can't believe you did a rip and ship, because you're right, it's not the same as opening the cards yourself, but in ways that I have described in the rip and ship video that I did, this is sometimes better than opening it yourself, because you feel like you're part of something. Like opening this alone by myself, I would have felt significantly less excitement than I did watching it on stream and then getting to unbox it here with you guys. It's like I've done it twice, which is very cool. And I think I'm going to send this off for grading. I don't know when. It might be in a video, it might not. Speaking of grading, I have done an ace grading return that is basically done well, everything's filmed from it. I just need to edit it all together. That should be coming out soon. I've also, speaking of base set, I bought the whole entirety of base set from one person as a full collection, and it went really, really badly, and I got scammed, and yeah, I know, I always get scammed. I'm always talking about getting scammed. I actually got scammed. That's gonna be in a video coming up soon, so stick around. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!